top of the morning, and it is a beaut.
And the hope of the Irish as the future champion of the world.
A podcast is kind of like it's like a radio show that's not on the radio.
Welcome to the Barry J. McDonald podcast. The place where dreams get dusted off and acted on. Because life is too short. We're living on a rock that's flying through space. And hey, what the hell else were you going to do with yourself here?
Hi, this is Barry here, and you are very, very welcome to today's podcast episode. Now that probably seems like a nice play on words. You know, change involves change. But really it does. You know, when you think about it, if changes are going to happen, then changes need to happen. Now, I don't know what you're like when it comes to change, but me, being born in April and having the Taurus star sign on me, my wife would say, yes, that sums me up, because I can be stubborn. I can be stuck in my ways. I do like routines, you know. I have no problem doing the most monotonous thing day after day, having a routine that for some people would drive them around the bend. Sometimes my workout routine, and sometimes maybe my writing routine. But I like a routine. I like knowing that this step has to happen before this step, this step, this step, and then at the end of all the steps, I've done the work. And I could do the exact same tomorrow. You know, this past couple of years, I've probably been following the same routine when it comes to my daily writing of my emails and a lot of the content I put out. I kind of do one step after the other. So, me, I'm not a big lover of change, but I know that I need to make changes, because if I don't make changes, well, then changes won't happen. You know, I know the world is constantly changing, even though maybe we would like to stay the way we are, stay in the same home, you know, stay in the same job, or stay in wherever we are, because it feels safe. It's nice, it's cozy, we know everything, we know everybody. We don't like going to maybe another coffee shop if our favourite coffee shop closed down, because we know it so well, we know the staff or whatever. But we do sometimes get into a little bit of a rut where everything is just nice, and we like it to be that way. Now, I don't know what you're like when it comes to change, but maybe right now there are some things that you would like to achieve. Maybe you would like more money in the bank, maybe like a new partner, a new home, holiday, a car, whatever. And maybe you've been trying to achieve that for a while, but you find the results aren't showing up. Now, sometimes the change might be that we might need to change ourselves. We might need to work harder than we have been doing right now. Maybe we might need to get out of our comfort zone, take on bigger projects, do extra work. And sometimes we need to look in the mirror and say to ourselves, if I keep doing what I'm doing, will it bring me any closer to my goal? And although how painful that might be to, you know, realise that we're never going to get near our goal if we keep doing the things that we're doing, sometimes it can be, you know, an enlightening experience where you realise that, you know, for things to change, things are going to change. But maybe right now you are working hard, you're doing the best that you can, you're trying everything to get closer to your goal, but it's still not getting there. You also might need to do some change. Now, the changes you might need to make are maybe internal rather than external. You might need to work more on yourself than outside, because maybe whatever programming you have right now, whatever negativity, whatever lack of belief, lack of discipline, lack of self-esteem, could be maybe keeping away the things that you're looking for. You know, maybe you're looking for a brand new car, but if you do get that brand new car, how will you feel driving it? Will you feel a little bit self-conscious? Will you feel, you know, if it was a nice, flashy Porsche, Mercedes, whatever, would you feel comfortable pulling up to your friend's house? Would they look at you and say, you know something, you've changed? So sometimes, you know, the goals that we would like to change, it could be that a part of us is trying to keep ourselves safe. It's trying to keep us the way that we are, because it knows that if we change, we're going to lose maybe some friends, sometimes maybe some family, or sometimes we might lose maybe something else we don't even realise. And it's trying to keep us safe through that mental programming. So sometimes it could be you doing more work, and sometimes it could be working on yourself to allow you to draw those things closer to you. So I don't know how you feel about change. I know, as I said, I find it tough sometimes, but I know deep down that for things to change, things need to change. I know even in my own case, looking back a couple of years back, well, more than a couple of years, I was really, really shy. I was really, really introverted. And if you had told me that at some time I would be holding up a mobile phone to my face and recording a podcast episode, I would have laughed at you. I would have said that would never happen. I was always the last person to speak up. I was, always the one who hid in the corner. But being 6'2" is a little bit hard to hide yourself or to kind of not stand out in the crowd. But I was really, really shy, really, really introverted. And when I look back to where I was back then to where I am now, even though I think I didn't really change, I did change. And that change has brought me to where I am right now. And I know if I want to get somewhere else in the future, I'll need to change again. I'll need to evolve. I'll need to, develop the 2.0 version of me or the 3.0 version of me to get to whatever results I want. So going back to the title of today's podcast, if things are going to change, it's going to involve change. That may be painful, but if you really want to make a big difference in your life, if you want to do some amazing things in your life, it's going to involve getting out of your comfort zone, changing yourself mentally, changing your work ethic, but making changes so that you will allow those things to come into your life. So remember, change involves change. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye.
Before you go, Barry would like to give you a free copy of Words to Wealth. In it, he's going to show you 10 ways to make money from writing. Head on over to writecome.com now for your copy. Have a great day and come back soon.